Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by Cutting to the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben. As always, I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
And Pete.
Yo.
This is just a little weekly get-together of the weird and the macabre that we've found this week on Tinternet. I will start with one that's from Britain. North London court got men to castrate themselves and sold the footage.
Ooh.
Who's buying the footage?
That's messed up.
Dudes who want to castrate themselves.
Or watch people castrate themselves,
Yeah.
I imagine.
Men are voluntarily castrating themselves for a North London court that sells footage of the procedures, reports say. Detectives arrested 7 men from a house in Finsbury Park, London, following a raid in December and searched the place for 4 days. A source told The Sun the property's basement was being used to surgically remove penises and testicles.
My word.
These procedures were allegedly screened on a pay-per-view adult channel that was advertised on Twitter, it is claimed. Men who willingly get castrated are believed to meet through online forums and identify as nullos after having had the operation. One castrated man reportedly dubbed himself the Eunuch Maker and runs a film production company.
Fucking hell.
7 people were released on bail for grievous bodily harm while Scotland Yard investigates.
So they're using like anaesthetic and stuff. They must be, surely, at least local, eh?
I almost kind of want to see a video of it. Like, I'm intrigued by what the fuck. I'm just a bit, weird that is. I don't want to see it for any weird reason. It's like, how were they doing it? What were they just getting a fucking big knife and going, right, stick it on that table, mate.
Nah, I think they're doing the surgery in this scenario.
That is fucked up either way.
Yeah.
But why would you want to watch a video of somebody having a bollocks surgically removed and their cock as well? Is it the whole shebang or what?
I don't know, mate. It's not clear as folk, is it?
That's it.
People pay for pictures of other people's feet on that OnlyFans, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah.
How much do they pay?
I don't know.
People are buying...
Do they have to be nice feet?
Farts
or
in
just
jars?
feet?
Farts in jars.
Oh, no, that woman,
Mel Defane's bathwater.
No one's going to buy my farts, though, are they?
No one's going to buy mine either. No, well, they can if they want. Buy my farts. Send a message to the podcast.
If you would like to buy any of our farts,
Just message.
write to...
Shit in a box for 5.
You have to pay post and package, though.
That'll be tracked delivery. It's got to be 24 hours.
24 hour, yeah, so it's still got some freshness. Oh, shit. Oh, fucking hell. Any sweet corn the night before, you'll know it.
Oh. One man, Trent Gates, 23, previously told metro.co.uk how he severed his testicles in April 2016, and did the same to his penis in January 2017.
What?
Trent from Washington DC used iced water for the first procedure. Fucking hell, just doing your balls with iced water anaesthesia. But he performed the second, taking his penis off, whilst taking a course of painkillers.
Bit of aspirin.
What
I'll
the
do.
fuck, man?
Bleed to death. Aspirin.
Oh my
Thins the
word.
blood.
He said it really didn't feel like part of me. It's along the lines of being trans, but not quite. Another eunuch interviewed by The Guardian more than 2 decades ago said he wanted to get castrated because the idea aroused him. And because he felt a need to get rid of his testicles.
Couldn't you get any more recent interviews 2 decades ago?
There's not that many eunuchs about, Mike.
There are. Obviously, someone's performing...
Well, they don't want to talk about it yet.
It's taboo.
Mm.
You know,
Fucked up.
there's trans, there's, non-binary and eunuchs.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd say so. Not for me.
Battered my head anyway. How anyone would want to
Yeah.
get rid of the Johnson.
Fight Club author approves of China's censored movie ending, says this is super wonderful. The first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. Apparently the first rule in communist China is that the cops always win. At least that's the message being sent in the edited version of the cult classic film Fight Club starring Brad Pitt and Ed Norton. Viewers began noticing the change on the edited version posted to China's streaming platform Tencent Video. NBC News reported in the original version, Fight Club ends with massive explosions to solidify the overall anarchistic narrative. However, the censored version available in China cuts off before the bombs go off because police have ruined Norton's plan. Instead, the screen fades to black and includes the text. The police rapidly figured out the whole plan and arrested all criminals, successfully preventing the bomb from exploding.
Yay! Well done, China!
That's fucking hilarious.
Can we have a round of applause to the Chinese police or something, please?
They're amazing.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Pathetic. That is pathetic,
I
isn't
can't
it?
believe they let them do that.
I know. But author Chuck Palahniuk, the man who wrote the original novel on which David Fincher's film version was based, was apparently a fan of the new ending. He tweeted a link to his Substack newsletter and said, "Have you seen this shit? This is super wonderful. Everyone gets a happy ending in China."
Do you think that was actually him being sincere?
No.
I fucking doubt it very much. Cleverer man than
But
that.
then again, I'm also thinking if I'm him, then my film's been made in China. How much am I making for that? Well done, China. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't care you changed the end because now I'm getting this. I'm rubbing my hands.
On the 10-cent film thing that it said.
Actually, the irony is the way the Chinese have changed the ending. It's actually aligned the ending almost exactly with the ending of the book as opposed to the film's ending.
Oh, fantastic.
So in a way, the Chinese brought the movie back to the book a little bit.
There you go. That's why he approves. He's like, damn you, Hollywood, you ruined my book.
Because in the book,
Well done, China. You saved it.
the bombs malfunction and fail to detonate.
Yeah.
And then Norton's character shoots himself in the head and wakes up in a mental hospital, believing he's in heaven. Now, I read the book, but I should do, because I love the film.
Yeah, I don't mind reading the book, actually. Must do that.
Do you remember watching it for the very first time?
Yeah.
And then when you find out that he is him,
Yeah.
you're just like, what the fuck?
Blew me away the first time I watched it. It was amazing.
Yeah. I quite found HBC quite hot in that film, actually.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I went with HBC because
You're trying to be hip.
Say, and that's what
You're
like
trying to be down with the youth.
that's what like the Potter Kids call her in that.
Alright, you're trying to be down with the Potter kids who listen.
Yeah, man, down with Daniel Radcliffe and that HBC.
Well, I don't agree with it. This China thing. Just let's show the damn movie.
It's just
man.
a film, innit?
Show the
Just
damn
let
film.
it go.
Censorship in it. I don't agree with it.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
And anyone who disagrees should be silenced and their writings burned.
It's like in Saudi Arabia. You watch a film in Saudi Arabia, if there's any kissing, it gets cut.
Wow.
Never.
We used to buy a film in Saudi, mate, going as far as the film Aladdin, the Disney cartoon Aladdin.
Wow.
I didn't know they share a kiss at the balcony because it was fucking cut. Seriously, until I watched it many years later. I probably might have even been when I watched it with Olivia for the first time. Because I hadn't watched it since I was a kid.
Been in the dark all this time.
But yeah, it's like...
I didn't know they kissed, I just thought they were platonic friends.
No, but yeah.
All makes sense.
But yeah, they just cut... But you knew it was cut. Because it wasn't done slyly. It would just be like... and it would be the next bit like... It would make such an obvious...
Yeah.
There was never no nice flow.
No,
it was just like a chunk missing.
There was just 4 seconds of cock and then there was the next bit.
And then they were just smoking. 1 minute they were talking, then they were smoking. I never understood it.
Right, in local news.
Very local news.
Yeah, Telford residents mull over street named after scandal hit Prince Andrew.
It's a street next to me.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's along this
Yeah.
royal way, as we call it.
County residents could write to get the Duke of York's name wiped off their street. The road names are often given to an area to give it a feel of prestige.
If you've been to the Royal Drive in Mansley, listen,
the Royals.
You'll notice that it's an area that's lacking in prestige. It's alright, but it's not exactly filled with prestige.
No.
I also want to point out that while Prince Andrew Drive is just him driving a car, Prince Andrew Close is more of a warning.
Oh dear.
So, as we know, he's facing a civil case in America over sexual assault allegations.
They ain't fucking allegations, they're truths.
Yeah.
Which he's denying.
Of course he is. He's not going to say, yeah, I did it.
We asked residents of Prince Andrew Drive in Mansley what they thought about the street name and whether it ought to be changed. Terry and Kim Beach believe it should stay the same.
Pedos.
Mike,
Pedo
These are my
sympathisers.
neighbours.
Mike, these are my constituents.
And my neighbours.
Terry said, I don't think you can change it. You can't keep rewriting history. It doesn't really bother me. It's always been Prince Andrew Drive.
Would you like to live in Jimmy Savile Drive?
Yeah.
We can change the name to that if you like. Because I'm sure you'd have an issue with that.
Yeah.
Number 69 Jimmy Savile Drive.
Oh, terrible. So he goes on to say, we don't agree with what he might have done, but you can't keep changing things. You can't erase history. And he's still a part to play of the royal family. I'm not sure I agree
He's still
with that.
part of the royal family. I doubt that. He's been stripped of all titles now, so he's there by blood and nothing else.
Oh.
He's become the creepy uncle who shows up at weddings.
Another neighbour says she was considering writing to Telford and Wrekin Council to request that the name should go.
Yeah.
You probably should, really.
Don't think it'll make the cost of the houses, devalue the houses.
Well, they could just call it Prince William Avenue. There isn't a Prince William Avenue or a Prince Harry Avenue.
It's Pedo Street, isn't it? No one wants to live on Pedo Street.
They can still give it the royal...
No one wants to live on Pedo Street.
It sounds like a
shitty BBC One.
I was going to say it sounds a bit like a new take on Sesame Street.
Or a Channel 5
down to Pedo Street.
Or a Channel 5 documentary. Pedo
Sunny
patrolling Pedo
days.
Street. No, see, I'm not one for erasing history because you gotta learn from history. That's the only reason. That's why we keep it. But stuff
Street
like
name.
that.
Street name.
It's like you've got to change that.
You live on
It
Pedo
would be like living on Jimmy Savile Street.
Yeah,
Can you tell me how to get
to Pedo Street.
Yeah, that's it. You can't keep that. If he's found guilty,
Which he's going to be.
which he's been stripped of all royal titles, so let's assume he's going to be.
His mum clearly agrees and thinks, you're fucked, son.
Considering he was her favourite son as well, and she's stripped him of all titles. By the way, we are without a Duke of York now, so we are vulnerable to Viking raids along our northern border.
Oh, bugger.
Someone's going to marshal the yeomanry.
This is the reason why I want to keep it. A survey last year by Compare My Move found that royal street names can add thousands to property values.
Not Prince Andrew Street though.
No.
Not once he's been arrested.
That's what they're thinking though, isn't it?
Well, you just call it Princess Charlotte.
Or Prince George. Or
Prince
it could
George.
be any of them, couldn't it? It could be Princess Charlotte.
Get a
couldn't it?
new one
That'd
in
be
there.
a nice one.
Get a new one in
No,
there.
just keep it as Prince, but just go for one of the other ones.
Yeah.
Just so they don't have to change much. Cause
Call it formerly known as Prince.
The street formerly known as Prince Andrew Drive.
Oh shit!
Right,
Sorry.
Right, I think we need to set up a fucking sign above the sign. Street formerly known as.
With a little symbol at the end. We'll find a little symbol.
It's a no-nonsense.
Moving on.
Yeah. Shit, I mean, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't vandalise signs. Or put up extra signs. Things are confusing enough.
Well, yeah, technically not vandalising the sign, is it? You're adding to it.
Don't add things to signs.
I might do that, you know.
It sounds really funny. I think we should.
I'm not condoning
I
it.
go on the extra side of the street formerly known as, and then just bit Prince Andrew's drawing.
Just a bit of cardboard. Just stuck above it.
I'm on it.
For anybody that is like younger than 30, you may struggle on what we're talking about. Obviously, Prince the singer changed his name to a symbol, but nobody could say the symbol because it was just a symbol. So he was known as artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah.
So it kind of completely took away him changing his name to a symbol.
Yeah.
I think they should change it to Saint Prince Andrew's Close.
Fucking hell, you're making him a saint now. Jesus, Mike.
Prince Andrew's Close. Then it'll be used as a warning.
He'll be the fucking next Messiah next.
He killed me again.
But if he gets convicted, he'll become one of the saints of our show, won't he?
No, he won't. The same as the Jimmy Savile isn't one of the saints of our show, nor is Gary Glitter.
What, he's not?
No, we don't condone pedos. We do have questionable saints, though.
These are war criminals, or worse, or better. War
Well, the
criminals or
Antichrist.
better.
Saint Nick, you know, Antichrist.
Oh, it's Saint Tony Blair,
Saint David Icke.
Saint David Icke, and Saint Alex Jones. Misinformation, utter bullshit, and war crimes. It's the Holy Trinity.
It's tongue-in-cheek, people.
Yeah, obviously,
We are
I don't
joking.
mean that.
Ish.
Nottinghamshire cannabis farm was so large it caused power cuts in the estate.
How awesome.
Fantastic. 2 people have been arrested after police discovered a cannabis farm so big it was causing power outages in a Nottinghamshire estate. More than 300 cannabis plants were seized by officers from an industrial unit in Plumtree Road in Haworth.
Oh, such a waste. They're going to burn it as well, aren't they?
Well, that's what
Yeah.
they say they do.
Well, yeah, that's true. The warehouse extracted so much power to run the cannabis farm that tens of thousands of pounds worth of electricity was bypassing the meter, which was resulting in the rest of the estate experiencing power cuts, according to the Nottinghamshire police.
Some gumption on them, isn't it?
Oh, fucking at you, right.
That's pretty funny, isn't it?
2 men were arrested on suspicion of production of cannabis. Really?
Suspicion. I don't think it's been more than that.
During a police warrant on Friday, January 21st. More than 30 cannabis plants were also discovered the same day in a separate search in Bawtry Road, Haworth, after police received information from a member of the public. You crash! Crash, you know what snitches get, don't you, mate? Stitches. You bitch.
With your shank.
Yeah,
Grassing up the grass, man.
Or
good.
snitches get new names, new houses, new location.
Yeah. Well, in this scenario, they're getting a teaspoon shank to the ribs.
Yeah, but that isn't very incognito at all, is it?
No.
Power outages.
Tens of thousands of pounds worth of electricity.
How many lights did you have
Yeah.
going?
It's
Honestly.
only 30 plants, wasn't it?
I know,
300,
yeah.
300 plants in the
Yeah,
one.
sorry, yeah. 30
Yeah,
was the other.
there's another 30 in another house, so presumably they were going to be shoved in there too.
Yeah.
So you're thinking 300 plants, you could almost guarantee each plant had maybe a square metre.
Yeah.
So you're talking
It's every room in
300
the house,
square metre
Yeah.
building.
It's be filled with it. Oh.
That's quite a large singular room, isn't it? It's probably a small unit, won't it? It'd be a small little unit. Fucking mad.
How Blackburn getting on?
Still nil, Mike.
Still 0-0.
72 minutes.
Ooh.
Sorry, I had to check when I was.
Alright.
I had to have a look. I had a notification through. Big game tonight against the Baggies.
0-0 do, mate.
I'm happy with no stops the rot.
As long as the Baggies don't win, don't care. 'Cause I hate the Baggies.
West Bromwich Albion, for anyone who listening who doesn't know. Right, what's the next one then?
British sayings such as colder than a witch's tit at risk of dying.
Well, you know what? I think we all need to work hard.
We need to bring that
We
one
need to
back.
bring it back.
Yeah.
Colder than a witch's tit!
Quite frankly.
I'm going to use it tomorrow morning
I'm gonna
when I
do
go
it.
to work.
I want to do it as well.
And make sure
It's a
I
good
say
one,
that.
Yeah.
I always say Baltic.
100% going to make sure tomorrow when I go to... Oh, it's colder than a witch's tit.
You usually say brass monkeys.
I say it's fucking
'Cause
cold.
That's an abbreviation for like, you're freezing the nuts of a brass monkey.
Yeah.
Oh, it's brass monkeys, mate. Baltic I like, though. I've used Baltic. But you know what? I'm bringing it back, which is to...
According to a study, there are 50 phrases that are in jeopardy of being lost from the English language. Of those 2,000 people asked, 78% would never use the phrase pearls before
I
swine.
never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
71% said they'd never use cold than a witch's tit.
Oh, which is
I'm
disgusting.
going to use that though.
Or
I
nail
haven't
your...
heard it in forever.
Yeah. Or nail your colours to the mast.
Oh, nail your colours to the mast. I like that one. Nail your colours to the fucking mast, sunshine.
70% do not wave goodbye with a pip pip.
Oh, why? Pip pip? Why the fuck not?
Well, because we're not all American interpretations of British people.
Oh,
That's the problem.
that's the problem, isn't it? Yeah.
Because
that's
nobody in the history of this country has ever gone pip pip.
At
Ever.
some point they have.
Maybe
Yeah, they did.
once.
In the 1920s,
Maybe
they did
once.
it, yeah.
And the Americans went, oh, that's what the limeys say.
68% of Brits said they'd never heard of or used the phrase "know your onions."
Know your onions.
No, I don't know that one. Don't know that
I have heard that one,
Yeah.
but meh.
And these are some of the other ones. A nod is as good as a wink.
I've heard of that.
I've dropped a clanger. It's a good one.
Ready for the knacker's yard.
Stitching time saves nine.
I'm ready for the knacker's yard.
Yeah.
Feel it.
Stitching time saves nine. We've ordered that one.
Yeah.
Dead as a doornail.
Flash in the pan.
Tickety boo.
Tickety.
I use tickety boo.
My dad
sometimes.
says tickety boo.
Your dad?
He does. If I went walking with my dad, we went with Max. He comes with me and he'll see like the postman. He'll go, "Hello, postie, how are you?" And he'll go, "Oh, I'm alright, how are you?" It's tickety boo, thank you.
Knickers in a twist.
A dog's dinner.
Dog's dinner.
Find that one hard to believe. I bet loads of people say that.
Could not organise a piss up in a brewery. Everyone that says that. at
Everyone
work.
uses that.
Everyone at work
Everybody
says
says that. Yeah.
In every job I've ever been
That's
in.
bullshit.
Oh, you can fucking organise a piss up in a brewery. That
Or
look.
some variation of it.
And flogging a dead horse. Can't believe that's on
Yeah.
there.
Toe the
Heard
line.
that. Yeah.
Pop to
Pop to
clogs.
clogs. Are we just showing our age though now, guys?
I think we are
It could
actually.
be.
I think that's the thing. You're doing a poll to millennials. Because
Yeah.
they're the people that are doing these.
Pear shaped though. It's all gone pear shaped.
Yeah.
That's still got to be a bit.
Cool as a
No,
cucumber.
you say Pete Tong these days,
No,
don't you?
not there,
Spend a
yeah.
penny. Go for piss.
That's Cockney rhyming, isn't it?
Spend a
Pete
penny.
Tong.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Pete
all gone
Tong.
wrong, yeah.
Gone wrong, yeah.
Yeah. Bodge job. Yeah.
Spend a penny is something my grandma used to say.
Mm.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just going to spend a penny.
Have a gander. I always
See,
have
I have a
recce.
gander. I'm always having a gander.
I have a recce.
I'll give us a gander. I'll have a gander at it.
Snug as a bug in a rug.
Always a good egg.
Pardon my French, I'm sure one of us has said that tonight. Or I've heard that today at some point.
Or possibly. Apparently they're dying out, some of these.
I'm bringing
Well-
back Cold in the Witch's Tip now.
Colder than a witch's tip.
Bring it up,
I
man.
need to note that down.
Yeah,
I need a little alarm to tell me like
Yeah.
1 minute to 8. Colder than a witch's tit. That's going to be the first thing I say when I get to work. Oh, it's colder than a witch's tit this morning.
Throughout the
I'm
day,
gonna
you
bring
should
it
try
back.
and get
Yeah,
as
bring it
many
back.
of those in.
Yeah.
today.
I will, yeah, man.
Yeah, bring it back, man.
Okay, moving on. Final
Yeah.
one.
Oh my God, this is happy news.
Yes, a good news story. It's nice to finish on a good news story, isn't it?
Yep.
So, dog was saved from rising tide after being lured by sausage dangling from drone. What?
That's fantastic.
That is terrible English, though. The way that was written
Yeah.
was absolutely awful English. So that's why I was probably sounding like a robot. I do apologise. So Millie the Jack Russell Whippet became stranded on the mud flaps off the flaps. Mud flats.
Is that what you call them?
Oh,
What you call big
shit.
curtains.
Oh, get your mud flaps out, love.
Depends how much you enjoy anal sex.
I know, oh my God.
Because they become mud flaps.
Oh shit! You know when someone likes anal sex because when they fart it goes.
Mud mud flaps. That's what mud flaps are.
Right.
Off the Hampshire coast.
Mud flats off the Hampshire coast, and was in danger of being swept away by the rising tides. This is a very cute little dog. A little Jack Russell Whippet. Gorgeous little thing. White and tan brown. A bit like the dog off Frasier. Probably
Yes,
a little bit.
yes.
Probably a little
Eddie.
bit taller than Eddie though, because it's crossed with a Whippet.
And longer.
Yeah, but it does look very much like an Eddie. The short furred, not the furry one.
Yeah, whatever.
Rescuers.
Oh shit!
Rescuers couldn't reach her.
I don't even know where it is now.
Third line down.
Oh, there we go. Rescuers couldn't reach her by kayak, so decided to see if they could lure her to higher ground.
I have the high ground, Millie.
The Denme drone search and rescue team, who had helped in the search for Millie, came up with the ingenious idea attaching a sausage to the drone in the hope the scent would lure her to safety.
I haven't got a pepperoni.
It worked perfectly as Millie followed the sausage to higher ground and is now being reunited with her owner.
See, basically, he's getting the local fucking pervert who's the drone guy.
Get the drone guy.
Attach a sausage to cook
Why
sausage.
is he a pervert?
Because anyone uses a drone, Mark. They just look at the people's windows.
Okay.
That's what they're doing. It's all perverts.
It's a search and rescue team.
What they're doing on the way
All it
home.
says they look for fucking people and animals that are lost.
And what
Search and rescue team with
the
sausages
And
to
what-
hand.
And what do you think
The
they're
mud flaps.
And what do you think they're looking at when they're not doing that? Got those drones, aren't they?
Yeah, back in the base.
Yeah, of course they have. No, looking at mud flaps.
Poor dog. She's good though. She's good though, so all good.
Surprisingly happy story
Yeah,
to finish on.
for once.
Oh, that's it then. I'm Ben. Don't drink the flavour aid. Don't join a cult. R.I.P.D. to Ivan Reitman, director of Ghostbusters 1 and 2. What happened today.
Yeah, man.
And don't castrate yourself.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out, may the force be with you.
I've been Claire. Watch your mud flaps. See you later.
I've been
Wash
Pete.
your mud flaps.
Watch your mud flaps.
Watch them too.
And wash them.
I've been Pete. I'm enjoying watching some sausages dangling right now as we speak.
Oh, as I say, if you do have mud flaps, you may want to consider squats. That would tighten things up.
Bye.
Bye.